What is going on, guys? Welcome to another vlog episode. If you don't already know, I play live casino poker, and I know that some of you guys don't like hearing the competitive level stuff, but where it comes from is I don't play pro. I don't play super recreationally, right? Like, I'm not going there to just dump. So what can I fill it in with? I just thought of competitiveness. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys are competitive, and this in no way means that I'm suggesting that I'm beyond, your level or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm a poker player, you're a poker player. And a lot of you guys that are watching this are just poker players just as good, if not even better than me. And you just don't have a camera, a mic, or the setup. And just maybe you don't like being on video. So that's, that's a difference. At the end of the day, we love the grind, and just day in, day out, it's just, man, just heart and soul, energy. That's just what I love so much about this game, and hopefully you guys kind of fall in the same boat and just love it just as much as I do. I've been playing it for over a decade. Can you believe that? Way over a decade, and it's just creeping up to like just over like 13, 14 years now. 14 years of this card game, man. It's crazy. Started with play chips. It's just, maybe that's just a story for another vlog. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. I've been just kind of taking a little bit easy, and yeah, just enjoying life, trying to enjoy summertime as well, and not just get too wrapped up about trying to make vlogs and stuff. I've still been putting in sessions, so I do have 2 other vlogs after this, full sessions. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the WSOP. Hopefully you guys are watching some like Poker Go stuff. All in all, if you guys have been to the WSOP, well, hopefully you guys did make some money. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the vlog. I know this is a little bit overdue, but I haven't been back for a while. I just wanted to say stuff, I know you guys hate me talking, but I'm going to go plow through these hands, so enjoy it. So I've got the Ace, King, and I'm in middle position 1. It is 9-handed. E2 decides to limp. He's about 70 to 80 years old, and he's extremely passive. Just kind of telegraphs his hand, so he's pretty easy to play with, and he's been limping almost every hand. I definitely want to raise this hand and get it heads up with him if I can. If I get some people behind, that's fine. So I raised to 25, trying to isolate him. Middle position 3 and the button both call, and then goes back to E2, and he calls as well. 4-way to the flop. 6, 7, 8. 3 diamonds. Checks to me. I decide to c-bet 40 bucks, and then everybody just folds. That was a pretty easy hand. Hand number 2. Alright, guys, you know what? I've been searching through this entire deck. Got the King of Diamonds, but I can't find the Queen of Diamonds. It's in there because it's a 52 card deck. It's brand new. Anyways, I got King, Queen of Diamonds. I'm in E2. I got 825 in front of me, 9-handed, and E1 decides to limp. I decide to go to 25. Middle position 2, cut off, the button call. E1 decides to call as well. 5-way to the flop, and the flop is 9, Jack, 3, all hearts. Brutal flop, and it checks through. 5 of diamonds on the turn, check to the cutoff, and he decides to bet 50 bucks. And then he just takes it down because I don't want to mess with that. So I got pocket 9s. Yes, the whole card thing was just kind of slowing things down, so I decided not to do it. I got 800 in front of me, middle position 3, and it's 9-handed. E1 limps, M2 limps. I decide to raise to 30 bucks. Folds to the big blind, who decides to call. E1 folds, M2 calls, and it is 3 ways to the flop. Ace, King, 9. Beauty. 2 clubs out there. Goes check, check, and I decide to c-bet 55. Pretty standard there. And they both fold. That is so gross. And then M2 shows the Ace of Spades. And M2 is the gentleman that's just been kind of playing every hand and really passively. And at this point, extremely carefully. I don't know like what he's hoping to hit. I have no idea. He's got Ace Rag. He's trying to flop 2 pair with his kicker or trips or something. Because I didn't even bet big, and he just folded the ace, so I don't know. All right, hand number 3. Pocket 8s, and I got 750 in front of me. I mean, the cutoff, 9-handed, E1 opens to 20, and he's a loose aggressive player. He's a reg, he likes making moves post-flop, and he also doesn't really mind calling down lately sometimes. I definitely enjoy playing with him, so I call. The button calls 2, and it's 3 ways to the flop. The flop is 3 deuce 9, and 2 diamonds out there. We got the 8 of diamonds, and he decides to bet 40 bucks. I decide to call, and the button decides to fold. Offsuit 4, he bets 40, and I also decide to call the 40. That's a pretty good turn card. 3 offsuit on the river, pairing the board. He bets 225, knowing that he can easily be taking a line where he's just triple barreling. I can easily call here. Everything bricks off. And he probably expects me to have some draws there. So, I don't know. If he's got a hand like maybe 10 jack of diamonds or something like that, or just, you know, complete air like 10 jack of spades or something like that, or king queen offsuit, queen jack offsuit, decides to barrel, triple barrel that hand, hoping that he can just get me off like an ace high flush draw or something, then I could totally see him doing something like that. And pocket ace is just way too strong of a hand. Can't be folding here, because if I do, then I'm just over folding and I'm just getting crushed by his range in this spot. So yeah, I have to call, and I look him up, and then he shows the ace 3 of hearts. So he shows trips. We lose that hand, we muck. It's a good hand, and that's that. So I don't know, like, he got there with a 3. That was kind of sick. So up to this point in the session, I'm probably down about a bind or so, and not really losing major pots, just a little bit here, a little bit there, and that's just kind of the nature of the game. And we know how it is. So I'm definitely happy to see pocket kings here. And I got 800 in front of me. I'm on the button. It is 9-handed. E1 decides to go to 15. E2 calls. M3 calls. And the cutoff calls. This is obviously a really easy spot to just go ahead and 3-bet. And it looks like I could easily be, you know, like squeezing here. I'm on the button. So bunch of limpers. Well, not really limpers, but it's a small raise. And it looks like I'm just trying to squeeze. So, pretty good spot for pocket kings. I go to 110, and it folds back to E1. And then E1 decides to call. Everybody else folds, and we go heads up to the flop. Now, E1 is actually a fan of the vlog, so shout out to Pasha if you're watching this, man. So, the flop is 5, 7, 8 offsuit, and he checks. I could go for a bet here, but I decided to just check behind. Don't want to get blown off my pocket kings on that board or just lose a whole lot of money. I got 800 behind me, and he can easily put a bunch of pressure on me, and I'd probably have to fold by the river on this type of board texture. So that's not really what I want to do, and I want to play a little bit defensively here. Sometimes I'm going to bet, sometimes I'm going to check. This time around, I decided to check. Ace of hearts on the turn, brutal card. Did not want to see it. Obviously, a board pairing card would have been awesome, but it goes check, check yet again. So all the overpairs that he had to the board that we were beating on the flop are now just really scared of that ace, and it really sucks because the ace hits our range. I could easily have a hand like ace king, ace queen that I'm kind of like 3-betting there. So yeah, the ace just bad card for me, bad card for him. It just kills the action. It's brutal. So check, check. 7 offsuit on the river, and obviously would have loved this card on the turn. He bets 110, puts me in a really, really, really bad spot. Is he turning a hand like maybe like 8-9 or something like that? 10-9 into a bluff. He might have a bluff maybe 25% of the time, but I think it's a little optimistic. It's really close, but the bet is just relatively small to the pot. I don't think I can fold, so I decided to call pocket kings. At least this time. Maybe next time I might fold. But I decided to call. She shows ace queen. And there's nothing you can do. I just got kind of unlucky. So hopefully you guys like that one. And catch you on the next vlog. Next vlog is actually going to be pretty damn sweet. But yeah, anyways, thanks for making it so far. If some of you guys are still at the World Series, kind of like wrapping things up, well, I hope you guys are having a good time. Maybe you guys made some money. Definitely comment below if you've been to the WSOP this year, and if you cashed in something, if you made like a good chunk of change. One of our local Canadians here that I think I probably played with before. I just haven't seen him too often, but I think his name was Tommy Wynn. Won $1 million and a bracelet. That is pretty damn sweet from Toronto. So that's, man, one day could be one of us here from Toronto that are just out there and winning, because tournament poker is like, man, it's kind of like a lottery. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real, okay? If you guys remember back to, I think in 2009, Joe Cata and Darvin Moon, like, dude, are you kidding me? And Joe Cata is just killing it and making the final table. That's some crazy stuff, man. That is some crazy stuff. That's running good, playing really well. And where's Darvin Moon? I don't know. Maybe he quit poker, but anybody can win in these tournaments. That's what's so cool. And I just feel like that's why a lot of people just get drawn into it. And yeah, if you guys are out there playing some tournaments, good luck to you. Thanks again, guys, for making it so far. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Like, it's crazy, man, seeing some of you guys in the comments on other YouTube videos writing comments about why I haven't put stuff up. Thanks for kicking me in the butt and just making me do this. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the love, and it's awesome. This whole YouTube community is just actually great. There's just awesome people everywhere. Yeah, you do have the trolls and like the haters, but all in all, it's just, it's a great community. It's a great platform. I love it. Well, you guys made it so far, man. This is like, I don't even know what to call this. Bonus feature? This is just like the end rant of the vlog. Should be just beep, just silence. Off camera talking. Just me and you. You guys are the true fans, man. You made it so far and you've listened to all my BS. It's actually really appreciated. All right, see you on the next one. The next one's actually pretty cool. It kind of involves a tournament. Not directly, indirectly, because I have a piece. But see you in the next one.